So I have to give credit where it's due, and I need to shout out one of our Learn Plan Profit members for bringing this stock to my attention shortly after they reported their earnings report. So I'm going to start sharing my screen just so you guys can see exactly what it is that I have going on. And you guys know that I love stocks that offer three things, right? Overall consistent pattern, uptrend pattern, and of course that it's a good deal. And BBY, which is Best Buy, on the 180-day chart literally meets all of that criteria. They reported earnings today. They beat earnings, but their guidance was a little bit off. And this is something that, again, a lot of people don't really understand, where companies can report positive earnings or exceed earnings expectation. But if their guidance is a little bit off or whatever the case might be, it's all situational, and we could still see a pretty aggressive pullback. Honestly, it does not surprise me that Best Buy ended up pulling back today. Every tech stock that really reported earnings saw some form of negative catalyst even after they exceeded earnings expectation. I am going to be talking about Tesla. Let me actually just provide you guys with a quick little update. We are at 180-day highs right now. It's up 5.8% on the day. And I reduced my position size from 140 shares in the morning now to only 100 shares. If you followed me yesterday and you follow me on Instagram, the link is down below. I had a total of 170 shares. I closed it down to 50 shares. I only hold 50 shares overnight just to have some skin in the game. I added more to my position size as soon as Tesla sold off. On the 1 day, 1 minute chart, you guys can see that there's a very aggressive sell-off. If you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, you would have seen during the live trading session, I was buying as it was selling off, and I bought more as it indicated signs of an uptrend, and then I sold some as we approached previous resistance levels, and I stayed with 100 open shares. So altogether, on the day, just on Tesla, I'm up $2,300. This is following yesterday with a $5,300 day. If I'm not mistaken, I actually have that for you guys right here. This is what I ended yesterday at and how I reduced my position size. If you guys don't really understand how or why it is that I do that, it is so important to feel comfortable with what you hold overnight, because there's uncontrollable risk. So instead of holding 130 shares, 150 shares of Tesla, I reduce it to 50. Instead of holding 400 shares of Peloton, I reduce it to 150. And the same thing with Baba, and the same thing with Apple, and the same thing with AMD. You can see that I really reduce my position size when it comes down to locking in my profits, and then again, day trading more aggressively throughout the day, and then again, holding a much smaller position size overnight. So 5,300 as of yesterday. We're doing pretty good as of today, but let's go ahead and go back to Best Buy. The reason that I find this one to be attractive is they reported earnings. It acted as a negative catalyst, which tends to last for a shorter period of time. And you guys can see that it offers a very consistent uptrend pattern. There's a lot of consistencies where you can see the high points, the low points, the high points, the low points, right? The SMA line, the high points, the low points, the SMA line, the high points, and the low points, the SMA line. And this is what I want to point out. You do not have to trade this. You guys know that I'm all about just talking about stocks that I find that are solid companies. They offer a very consistent and attractive pattern and are good deals. They aggressively sold off. One of the things that you have to know is just because it's sold off right now doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off. It doesn't have to reverse tomorrow. You know, this catalyst can continue to get worse if they continue to report poor, news. So please understand that it is so important to identify a support level. What I plan to do is take a very small position size today, and just in case it continues to sell off, my position size is so small that if I have to cut losses, it's not going to really be something that I'm going to hesitate to do. But on top of that, it's enough skin in the game that I'm going to want to follow up with it. So when we begin to get, or if we begin to get indication of an uptrend, just like we've seen here, and just like we've seen here, and just like we've seen here, where it bounces off the SMA line, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. I can set my alerts here, and if and when we get proper indication of that uptrend, I can follow up with it when it makes sense, when that opportunity is actually presenting itself. So I want to share two things with you. I am someone that is okay with buying before confirmation with a small position size. I'm not under the PDT rule because of that, I can quickly cut losses, right? With that being said, if you're someone that's under the PDT rule and maybe trying to be more selective with your money, set those alerts. Let's wait for proper indication of a support and proper indication of an overall reversal and uptrend. And with that, you can at least feel comfortable that you're putting your money in something that is actually indicating signs of an uptrend. I want you guys to play it as safe as possible and to not do something that you are not comfortable doing. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Bestbuy and how it's currently trading. Would this be something that meets your criteria? Yes, no, whatever the case might be, just let me know down below and explain why. Yes, I see value in Bestbuy and this is why. Or no, I wouldn't buy Bestbuy and this is why. Or what are you waiting for before you buy? So a quick little breakdown based off of where we're currently at. I'm kind of identifying 115 to be a potential support level, and based off of previous resistance levels, I'm not going to go all the way up to 127.90. I'm going to go up to the very common resistance level right around 123, 125. Offers about an 8 or 7.5 to about a 9% return. There's no such thing as a perfect trade. I'm most likely going to average up, so my average percentage ROI will most likely be somewhere around like 4 to 5% in the way that I average up, and I'm okay with that. I find that to be attractive. It's a quality company. It offers a quality pattern. Now we just need to wait for confirmation to see if it actually confirms this overall reversal. But I'm going to leave it at that. I wanted to update you guys on my Tesla position. It's completely going through the roof. I wanted to share the importance of reducing your position size when something is super overbought, and it just continues to push up. So now I'm up $2,600 on the day just on Tesla. Don't be afraid to lock in profits if that was part of your plan. If your original plan was to invest long term, all power to you. But please, I would rather you guys be prepared than be surprised. Just like last time when we consistently went up and showed signs of an uptrend, there was a time where it pulled back. Don't be surprised for a pullback. Have an exit plan, max percentage loss, max dollar loss, have structure. Please, I can't stress that enough. I want you guys to keep some profit in your pocket. Ooh, profit in your pocket. I like that one. But I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. If you guys are excited to see if Tesla can hit $600 a share, make sure you smash that like button. But without further ado, make sure you guys join our free Facebook group. That is that first link down below. You guys can refresh your screen. The first link down below is our free Facebook group, 293,000 members. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about the Learn Plan Profit group. It is the only group that I work with on a closer basis, and I would love the opportunity if and only if you see value in it. I appreciate your guys' time, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.